Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to my recorded video. It's not a personal one, so don't fear. You don't need to run away. This is part 3 of the dating agencies and Second Life and how to actually read those Biocards series. I do apologize for the delay. I've been meaning to do part 3 of this for the last couple of weeks. However, I've had to do other stuff instead. So, as you can see, what I have is my privacy screen up. To protect virtual identities, this screen has been enabled to hide usernames and any other personal identifying virtual information. Such virtual information includes, but is not limited to, the following: usernames, avatars, faces, profiles, nudity, advertising, copyrighted music, acts of immorality, acts of harm, or predatory behavior. This is not a monetized video/stream. As you can see in the bottom left hand corner, I do have the fair use warning sticker. I will be saying what I'm going to say, analyzing what I'm going to analyze for teaching purposes only. This is not to inflict any ill will against anyone. I am keeping up with the privacy policy. So all names, all identifying information, as stated before, will be withheld. This is based on my personal experiences with these agencies and other people that use them. This is in no way, shape, or form to dictate how others should use these agencies in Second Life or what to expect. This is purely based on my experiences, and my analysis is purely in my opinion. I just want to be able to share my experiences, and if you find yourself that you have been in a situation in the same or similar situation, then hopefully you can relate to the information or my opinions on the matter. If later on down the road you find yourself in this type of situation or a similar situation, then hopefully you can reflect on what you've learned from today in order to help you live a better second life. So, okay, now currently I am at one of these agencies. I'm in the corner of it, so I don't think that anyone will be able to tell the location. So I will go ahead and pop my head in. Hey there. Now I do not have my lips moving on because I don't have my voice on, because it's a public area, and I don't want to do like a whoopsie and have what I'm saying to you guys in world, because yeah, I mean that's worse than a wrong window event. That's anyway. So I want to start out by saying that if someone locks your board, but they don't have a board up themselves, that's a red flag. Seriously, that is a red flag. I'll tell you why. And I've numbered them, I've had 15 experiences where someone will lock my board, but they don't have a board up themselves. So right off the bat, they know more about me than I know about them. And that's very disconcerting for me. I don't like that situation. I don't like it. So, and always these people that I suppose cannot afford 1 Linden or 5 Linden to put up their own board, or perhaps the note card is too difficult for them to fill out. I don't know, or they're just lazy. they will, be an IM with me, and I ask, oh well, could you pass your note card over to me so I can read it? Oh well, I don't actually have a board up. And then it's just like my red flag is like, boy, like, oh no, this is not going to be good, and it never ends well. So I ask, why? Why do you not have a board up? And they tell me these questionable excuses, and I just like, you know. Um, but what they all say is, because I tell them, well, it's kind of uncomfortable for me that you already know more about me than I do you. Well, you can ask me anything you want to know. I'm an open book. Okay, that comment in itself I find is a bit manipulative because it actually deflects any personal responsibility that they should take on board for themselves, and they just put it onto you. So not only are you responsible for yourself, but you're also responsible for this person, because you have to like come up with these questions to ask them. And the thing is, though, if they were such an open book, then how come they didn't just fill out the questionnaire on the note card? Really? That just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, if you can't answer these simple questions on a note card, but yet you go around randomly locking people's boards, and then, you tell them, I'm an open book, then it's like, okay, well, if you are, then how come you couldn't answer like, 5, 6 questions about yourself on a note card? That maybe that's just my INTJ, but I don't know. It just does not make sense to me. Anyway, so go more in depth with the whole, you can ask me anything you want, I'm an open book. Okay, I find that, as I said, I find that manipulative because it puts pressure on you to come up with questions, you know. And it's going to be painful because obviously you're going to start off safe and you're going to ask the excruciatingly painful small talk type of questions like, oh, you know, like, what do you do? What are your hobbies? Um, you know, what are you looking for? How did you come you know, to this place to like my board? Why don't you have a board up yourself? Just for me, that is awkward. As an INTJ, the small talk, wow, yeah, it is definitely my kryptonite. Um, and so, and so while you're having that whole like, oh God, I got to come up with these questions to ask this person, they're just sitting there. They're just sitting there, you know, and and then it is really awkward because all the time you know that they know more about you than you know of them. Personally, I find that a bit of predatory behavior. I really do. I mean, I know it could be simply just put down to laziness or lack of thought or consideration or, again, just laziness, but it is a bit predatory, really. So, if you find yourself in that situation, it's a red flag. I'm not going to tell you what to do in that situation, but based on my experiences in those situations, eh, just mm-mm, mm-mm, no, no. Even if this lack of note card, yeah, lack of panel, lack of their own panel board up at a dating agency place person, even if they, you know, tell you like cool stuff that you're actually into or that you actually agree, or, even if they tell you something like, oh, kind of like that. Do not fall for it, because remember, these people, they know more about you than you know about them, because they've read your note card. They've liked it. They've IM'd you first. But they don't have a board up themselves. They don't have a note card in which to read. So they are going to know what to tell you, what they're already going to know what you want to hear, and they're going to supply that. And that is definitely predatory behavior. So avoid that. It's very important. Very important. This has happened to me 15 times. And, you know, I've, like when it got to the fifth time, I was like, if this is going to keep happening, then my God, I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to experiment with it. And I have. And it's always the same outcome. Always the absolute same outcome. And also, personally, I don't think it's really attractive to want to engage in a deeper conversation with someone who doesn't spend one linden in order to, quote unquote, advertise themselves, or at least put the effort into attracting others, or pique the curiosity of others. It's one linden. If if they can't spend one linden, then walk away. Seriously, just walk away. I have had these same type of people that don't have their own board up, and they will tell me their demands, because I asked them, because I don't know, because they don't have a note card for me to read. Like, well, what are you looking for? And they give me like this big old long list of demands. Well, they have to be mesh, and they have to look a certain way, and they have to keep up their avatar, and, they have to be able to afford this and this and this and all this stuff. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, you, what? You can't even, you haven't even paid a linden for your own blinking panel board. How does that make sense? Seriously, that makes no sense. That is a red flag. If somebody is expecting you to be, to do, to to live, or to maintain yourself in a certain way, whereas they don't follow in in the same regard, man, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. Yeah. So, okay, I just wanted to get all that out of the way first, because it was really important for me to convey that to you. So, right now, let's get as to why you all are here for the reading and analyzing the Biocards. So, let's engage our privacy screen here, and let's have a little bit tiny background music. Okay, and is that too loud for you? It should be okay. Alrighty, y'all ready? This music. Okay, I've turned that down. Alrighty, so we're at this dating agency place, and I'm looking at the man seeking woman section. And so just going down the columns here. Oh, and don't worry, I'll be able to remember what note cards that I've analyzed to you all before. I have a very good memory like that, so don't worry. There will be no repeats. Okay. Pardon me. Just a moment. Okay. All right. So I have picked out a panel, and the representation of the avatar on the panel is artistically well done. That gets my attention personally. And I'm not saying art, quote unquote artistic as in, hey, I'm half nude and I've got a bulge in my pixelated underwear. No, that is not artistic for me. That's just slutty. That's just male slut. I don't click. I don't click because I don't want to know. No. It becomes one of those things that I just wish I was able to unsee it. But this is artistically done. He's fully clothed and he has a katana at his hip. Now, I'm a sucker for katanas, you know. So, right. Now, let's look over, we'll call him Mr. Katana. Let's look over Mr. Katana's bio card. He states his age. He's 24. That's way too young for me. Way too young. I know the whole thing, like, oh, age is just a number, and technically age is a number, but what really ages a person and matures a person are their life experiences. So, but 24 for me, and because it's Second Life, it's a struggle, personally. But we're not here about that. We're here about this bio card. So let's just carry on. Okay, so he states his location. He states his sexual orientation, which is straight. He is looking for mainly friends. He is not sure about anything else currently. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Because a lot of these bio cards, when it has looking for, a lot of people will put female, which, well, it should be obvious given that they are in the men seeking women section. But, to be able to elaborate even as much as that, that's good. Next question. Open to RL or just SL relationship? Answer. Yeah, I'm open to it. Okay, which one? Are you open to the physical world aspect of a relationship or just the SL aspect of a relationship? Like, yeah, I'm open to it. Well, which one? That is not a definable answer. It's like, what? Okay, next question. Do you like to talk on voice? Sometimes. Okay, fair enough. Next question. What makes you happy? Music, art, and video games. Okay, that definitely reflects his age. Definitely reflects his age. That's what makes him happy. He's a 24-year-old guy, and what makes him happy is music, art, and video games. Next question. What are your hobbies in Second Life? I have none currently. I used to do a bunch of artwork using Second Life's areas or people for inspiration. No hobbies in Second Life. I'm thinking about that. No hobbies in Second Life. Wow. Wow. Okay, we're moving on. Next question. What is your usual day in Second Life like? I log on, check messages, Alt tab to do something else. I'm pretty boring and mundane, to be honest. I'm sorry about the voice, but I'm just trying this out. I'm trying to, I just thought it'd be easier than saying answer, question and the answer, question and the answer. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so his usual day in Second Life is he logs on, checks messages, alt tabs to do something else, and he considers that he's pretty boring and mundane. That his usual day in Second Life is pretty boring and mundane. Okay, well, considering that he states that he has no hobbies in Second Life, then I can absolutely see that his Second Life is pretty boring and mundane. Next question. Do you RP? If so, what kind of RP? Yes, I used to do role playing. Some of it was family roleplay. Other times it would be sci-fi, medieval, or gore. I don't do any of it anymore. Now, that is a response that would, grab my attention in conversation. Like, well, why not? You know, well, why not? It's always an interest when somebody says they used to enjoy doing something, but they no longer do it. I mean, that's a curiosity, and that can, draw people into a more engaging conversation. Them finding more out about you, and you being able to, have the opportunity to talk about yourself. It's a win-win. Next question. Do you have a family in Second Life? No, not really. I have a few close friends who I consider family. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Next question. How important is Wait, hold on. I need to check if I'm recorded still. Yeah, I am. Yay. You know me. I noob. Okay. Next question. How important is family to you in Second Life? That depends. At times they can be a blessing. Other times a curse. Having a close crew is important. So as long as they don't backstab you. Nah, that's a very, very telling answer. That is. So he he has had experiences with being betrayed, with being backstabbed by, close friends or a family in Second Life, as we all have. No one has ever escaped running away from that horse of hell. No. So, okay. Um, Next question. Is having sex in Second Life with your partner important to you? Meh. I don't mind either way. Hell, Pornhub exists for a reason. Well, you know what? That's honest. I mean, yeah, that's pretty blunt. He eh, There you go. Basically, he just says, I don't mind either way. If I'm not going to get it, then well, I could just go to Pornhub. There you go. Moving on. Next question. Are you into BDSM? If so, are you a sub, dom, domain, or verse? Yes, I'm a switch. I switch depending on my moods. There is more to this. Feel free to ask privately. Okay. He doesn't want to divulge all of his, uh, internal desires on a note card, and that's admirable. Um, um, Personally, the whole switch, I've never really fully connected with switches. Um, I like my consistency far too much. I need things to be consistent. Next question. Anything else you would like to add? Not really. I guess the thing I should add is I'm not looking really for anything other than friends. I kind of gave up on the long distance relationship thing here in Second Life after a bunch of shit went down over the past couple of years. I have issues like everybody else. I'd rather not get into it on a piece of paper. If you want to know, I don't mind talking about it privately. And that is the end of Mr. Katana's note card. Well, bio card. And he has put his calling card in the note card. So I'm going to click on it and look at his profile. So he was rezzed about 3 years ago, so fairly noobish. He has RP titles and things on the front page of his profile. His groups are very roleplay and artistic related. His pics, all of his pics are full. And his pics are about the people in his SL. Now, there is an About Me page that he is a very logical, rational person. He thinks before he speaks and or acts. It tends to make him look like an asshole. He hangs onto every word that is either typed or said. He will call you out on certain things and ask you to explain or elaborate on what you just said. He might have not understood what you were saying or trying to say. Apparently, he has Asperger's. If you gain his trust and you lose it, you won't get it back. If he keeps you close, know that he'll cherish every moment for you. He doesn't keep many close and tend to push people away very quickly. He's mostly known for being a computer software geek, a video game nerd, mostly MMOs like Star Wars, Galaxy's Rift, Arcade, Black Desert, etc., or RTS games like Command and Conquer, Company of Heroes, Age of Empires, Age of Mythology, etc., as well as a digital artist, second and third. He's into a lot more than what is written in his profile. And he has a quote here from Morticia Adams. Normal is an illusion. What is normal for the spider is chaos for the fly. Hmm. And his other profiles, his other pics in his profile, they're really his RP characters. In his first life tab, he has a picture of two collies. Oh, they're pretty. He is an INFJ, and it says he misses them both. So they've either passed or he's away from them, like apart from them. And yeah, so that was quite a lot to take in. And I have to say that for a 24-year-old to, have a completely filled out profile, wow, yeah. So there were a little bit of things that, would make me shy away. But overall, I would say that, yeah, I would approve. I would approve. Okay, Mr. Katana. But I'm not going to like Mr. Katana. I'm not going to give him a like because he's 24 and I can't do that again. Not someone who's like, you know, 10, 13 years younger than me. Can't do it. Not again. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Okay. Hmm. Uh, what? What? Oh my! What is this? The, I, I, okay. So this person's note card. Okay, so like the picture on his panel profile, it's pretty dark. It has like some cosmic scenes in the background, and he's sitting down. I bet you he's at Inspire Space, but if it's still around, it just looks like the type of background because that's what they have there. But it's a very dark picture. It's kind of like hard to really tell, but I don't know. Well, his note card, it does not follow the dating agency's format. Like, there's no question and answer here. It's he has his calling card on it, and he instructs you to read his profile and the pic labeled name and why he's named that. Um, uh, that there's a disclaimer, and it says, "Before you keep reading, understand I am trying my luck out. How low hopes, so I got no high expectations. With low hopes, so got no high expectations. And finding an eventual real life monogamous relationship with one woman who knows she is purely straight and not some other unnatural, confused entity. Now, if that could be you, keep reading. But be warned, I say my truth and his, it capitalized, truth as it is. May the Schwartz be with you. I am utilizing Second Life resources as an extra hit or miss chance to meet someone in real life for a possible relationship. Real life, as in we can easily meet. I do not have money for plane tickets." So, I am not laughing. I am not laughing that he lacks funds or he says that he lacks funds. I am not laughing at that. I'm just like, wow, we're on an adventure with this bio card. We are on our own plane here, and obviously he has not given us the money for the ticket. Okay, we're going to ride on through the rest of this note card. Alrighty. Then, um, there is no questions on this note card. The next thing that comes is, tell you what, want a full ad? And then he has a link in here, and it's christiandatingforfree.com with his profile. Do you think I should copy and paste it into my browser? Let's skip that for now. Actually, I'm not going to. I can't get that involved already. I mean, yeah. Okay, so, right, moving on. Anything below may be referenced in the above ad. Good luck. There is no question, so the rest of this is just going to be me using a mockery of a male voice to convey the rest of his note card because there's no questions. All right, let me get a drink here because this is going to be a long one. Okay. Alrighty. Everything is going to be blunt, honest, and never, ever politically correct, just to make other people comfortable with their incorrect ways. Disclaimer 1.5. There may be sections of repeated redundancies in comments. You are forewarned. Disclaimer 1.8 and a half. If I did not get to see your real face in some form, do not expect me just to fall for words. We all have preferences, and I like to be sure I know who I am talking to, what she looks like, and if not who she is, if we get to video and meet one day. I do not care about skin color or nationality. You all got the same color blood to me. My profile has 3 to 4 pictures total. They may not be awesome shots, but they are me. I do not want someone telling me what they look like, sending me a picture of such a face, but having a completely different one later. Yes, it has happened. I don't know what is going on with my voice, y'all. I am trying to be a man here. I am trying to sound like a man, but it is difficult. So there you go. My God, this is a book. Disclaimer 2. SL is just a 3D chatting interface for me. I am not here to play with people in this game. I will treat you as humans as I do face to face. If your SL personality does not reflect your real self, we may not get along. If I want to play a game with people, I will play Pac-Man or something with spaceships online. First off, I am doing this for real life only. Using SL as a tool, of course. I am not here for SL only crap. Real life, as in eventually emails, IMing, video calls, meeting, dating, marriage, shared bank account, cooking dinner together, lots of movie watching. Let us start with conversation and virtual coffee first. If we find a future clicking, no pun intended. So if we want to get to know one another more, know that I am not in this for a fake relationship, wasting time and emotions on some SL fling. SL is a tool. I am not. This is the real world here. I am passionate, loving, romantic and visual, and I want to be able to one day give this part of me to someone else. So you kind of would have to be close enough for us to easily meet. I do not have money for multiple plane trips. What the fuck? Oh, God. Oh, excuse me. Help me, no. Wait, hold on. You. Oh, man. I'm so sorry about y'all's ears, but man, I'm so good. Oh, Lordy. Oh, let me get some of my Diet Dr. Pepper here. Okay. Ooh. Disclaimer number 3. Another disclaimer. I'm sick and tired of clicking ads of women seeking men, and all I see are these bi, sad, wine, pancrap cooking adjectives for unnatural things. Straight women. Straight! Is it too much to ask to find a normal ad without spending an hour going through crap ads? So if I missed your ad, I'm sorry. I can only handle so much crap in one sitting. It is just exhausting, since there is no filter from what is normal to what is not. Disclaimer 4 or D. My liking your profile is because of what you wrote was liked and enjoyable. Be a matter on it if you read mine and want to talk, but as you can tell, there is a lot. Oh okay, so oh my God. Oh God. Y'all, this is the longest note card that I have read in a very long time that is not related to like uh you know role play. You know the role play note cards that you do and you send and to get like points for your you get like XP points for your meter or whatever that some RP sims do. Oh my God. Y'all, I don't know if I can do it. I'm telling you, seriously. Okay, so the next part, he's made up a legend, like a key or a legend. Like, SL means second life, RL means real life, um, WWT is wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. So he's a Doctor Who fan. He states his human age, he's 41. Target age is 350, though. maybe 42. What year is this again? So now we're getting more into the, they're kind of questions, but they're not stated as questions. So location, North Carolina, USA, North America, Earth sector 001. Sexual orientation. His response: the only natural one, straight and normal. This means I only want to be with someone who is also normal. I do not want some girl who is into girls or was because it causes issues. I want someone to have eyes only for me and hard enough in competition with my own gender than to deal with people liking the other for some off reason. I'm only interested in females that were born female as God intended, not into this wrongful trans junk. Straight, 100% normal women. Okay, y'all, that was his words. That was not my words. That was his words. And again, fair use, fair use, fair use. No judgment, no judgment, no judgment. Okay, back to dude. I am not looking for someone who is confused about their orientation, because if she is not straight, she needs. Oh. I can't, y'all. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't read this. No, no. I'm not reading that. No, I'm not reading that on my channel. No, I'm just. Oh my. Oh, no. Oh, that was upsetting. That was really upsetting. You know what? Mm-mm. I'm just gonna. I mean, there are. I mean, this note card is so long. I'm still scrolling. 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 I'm done scrolling. That's how long the note card is. He talks about his body type, bits of SL. Um, uh, 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 he has a list of like body things, or like tattoos and piercings and smokers or not, and things that he he will not allow or stand for. Oh, God. Oh, it, when he talks about like his money and his finances, and like he goes really in depth with it, and like about his ex-wife and his kids, and about. Oh, and then at the end it says, "Wow, you made it this far. Hate me yet?" So again, if you think we were able to see about getting along first, send me a message. A picture of whom I'm speaking to will greatly help. Okay, this is absolutely the most horrendous and absolutely atrocious biocard I have ever read. I, wow, and I am so sorry for wasting time on that, but I had no idea. But when I got to that one part, I just couldn't carry on. So there are no what there the only analysis is no, just no, just no. If you want the name of this person, then, well, you don't. Trust me, you don't. You don't. Um, that was really disturbing. So when when a note card makes you feel like how I'm feeling at the moment, that's a red flag. Don't even bother. Just move on. Absolutely, just move on. You can't change this person. Don't think you can rescue them from themselves, or don't think, oh well, he's just taking the piss. He really doesn't mean that. No, none of that. You just move on. You just move on. Move on. Like, just move on. I bet you next note card, this is gonna be the last one we do because I always do three. It's gonna be the last one we do. The next note card will be far, 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 far miles better than Mr. Asshat. All right. So let's see this guy. Okay, so third bio card. Yep, he has a very good paddleboard picture, sunglasses, nice background, close up. You know, a shirt with a um, with an open like a tank with an open shirt. And it's very very classic look, very but he's wearing sunglasses so you can't see his eyes. So this person's note card, he's 27. He states his location, sexual orientation, all the single ladies. Alrighty then. He's looking for someone to chill with and what? Okay. Oh my God. I, I, I can't read this one either. I mean, it's not long like Mr. Asshat was. Okay, so all right, we'll try this. Looking for someone to chill with and go downtown. All the old people out there, you know what I'm saying. But the younger people, well, just think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to censor this. Sorry, y'all. Right, question: open to RL or just SL relationship? Let's keep it SL and see what happens. Do you like to talk on voice? On occasion. What makes you happy? Answer: music, pizza, breast, beer, long drives after dark, music, getting my sexual organ slobbed, joints, and music. If only you all could see the actual words that this person is using. Seriously. I'm trying to put it as nice as possible. Question: what are your hobbies in Second Life? Photography and thug life. What is your usual day in Second Life like? Standing around, eyeing strangers and seeing what's good, then going home and deciding if I want to buy a new house and start all over. Sorry, I need to clear my throat. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, do you RP? If so, what kind of RP? I like to answer. I like to RP as a couch potato, but I RP at a university as a groundskeeper. Question: do you have family in Second Life? None. Let's make one, baby. Okay, that was funny. That was funny. That was funny. Was funny. Next question. How important is family to you in Second Life? Answer is I. Question: is having sex in Second Life with your partner important to you? Answer: hell yeah. Let's make our virtual bed shake. Ah, youth. Just, youth. Next question. Are you into BDSM? If so, are you a sub, dom, domain, or verse? Nah. But I'll slap a bitch if she wants it. Oh, God. I told you, didn't I? I said that whatever next bio card I pick is going to be so much better than Mr. Asshat one. And I was right. I mean, at first it was kind of questionable, but there you go. We got to laugh. We finally got to laugh again. Okay, last question. Anything else you would like to add? Ooh, freestyle. Aye. And then it gives his name. If you like what you see, feel free to give me a shout out. I'm good at birthdays, weddings, whatever, baby showers, bar mitzvahs, and funerals. Just say hi. I'm very down to earth, and I bet we can get along. See you soon, babe. Well, youth. That's all I'm going to say to that one. Youth. Alrighty. So, let me just write myself here, and I'm going to go ahead and TP back home. Don't need the privacy screen anymore. Well, hello. Oh, yeah, I could get my lips moving. Okay, so there you go. We did 3 bio cards, and we had great diversity. We had Mr. Katana, we had Mr. Asshat, and we had Mr. What am I gonna call him? I don't know. Mr. Bitch Slap. Okay, so right now, as you can see with Mr. Katana, Mr. Asshat, and Mr. Bitch Slap, there's great diversity, and Mr. Katana was like, yeah, I totally would approve. Mr. Asshat, but no, just no. Like, actually, I would file an AR against him. It was that bad. Like, that bad. Totally, totally against the toss. And for that agency not to take his board down, yeah, it looks bad on them as well. Mr. Bitch Slap, yeah, all youth. As Burl Ives said in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, youth. You know, fun, but not really looking for commitment. Just wants to be like, hey, boom, bam, bam. I think he's more into what he wants really, and he's young and sense of humor, and if you want to have a risky time, then Mr. Bitch Slap would be the one to go for. So, pardon me, one moment. I'm very sorry. I keep getting like dry throat. I think I got some allergies going on or something. I'm not really sure, but anyway, so I'm going to end this video now, and I hope you have enjoyed the analysis of bio cards at dating agencies and Second Life. And there will be a part 4. I'm not sure when, maybe in a couple of weeks. I'm not sure. I've got some other stuff that I need to do. However, don't worry, I will do the part 4. And the part 4 will probably be our last one. Unless I get, you know, some requests to do more or some requests to do the female, to read the female bio cards. I could do that. And then we can go on from there. I don't know. It's really up to y'all, really. And I'm actually going to allow you all to comment. So yeah, right. That is going to be it from me. Yeah. And so thank you. I hope you learned something. I hope you gained some valuable second life second life lessons, because even though I'm a builder and I want to teach you how to build a better second life, I also want to help you live a better second life. Alrighty. I shall stream you all later. Bye.